Yep, everyone needs the marijuana. Especially
Oh,
now.
yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh, I got more molies.
Yeah, that's one of the things that my system doesn't quite agree with, or rather, it doesn't agree with me.
Oh.
Well, you're the one
Every
with black
time.
thumb.
Well, it's not even that. It's every time I've tried weed, it's made me have to pee, and no other reaction unless if I've been drinking at the same time, in which case it makes me
Toasty!
as fuck.
Okay.
Can I tap out of the conversation?
My one ex, who was this huge pothead, wanted me to experience going to the movies with him high. And I'm like,
But, like, why?
because he was a pothead. And he wanted
But, like,
me to experience what he experienced.
What?
Uh-huh. A frying pan does the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you gonna really know the difference? First off, how you gonna get there in the first place? And then what's your plan to leave? You gonna just roll out?
That was clever.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
roll out like an Autobot.
Autobots, roll out!
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
What's the plan?
Oh,
Like,
he figured that.
These guys, see you later, and they just, like, drop. What? Oh, God, Shar, go away.
No.
I hate Shar. Shar haunts my dreams. Like, hey, did you miss me? And I'm like, go away.
It's that stalker in the bush.
GTFO.
Uh-huh. You're not returning my calls.
Yeah. But, so, to test his theory, he goes, well, I know that you've tried smoking a couple times, and it's only made you have to pee, and I'm like, it's gonna do the same thing. And he goes, so, go first, and then smoke with me. And I was like, fine, whatever, just to get him to shut up at that point.
Uh-huh.
Did that change anything?
No.
Okay. That was just what I was curious about.
And I was like, well, no, it did the exact same thing. And he goes, well, you're doing it wrong then. I'm like, I'm not doing anything different.
How do you do it wrong?
I don't know.
I mean, I can imagine a few ways you can do it wrong, but that's also just unsanitary. But why? How do you?
Like, you inhale. You don't blow bubbles.
You
don't. That's different. Rings is different.
Okay.
Dr. Octagonopus!
I think you're scarring Vash again.
What?
At this point, I'm just
You're
rolling with it.
perma-scarred.
I'm just rolling with it.
You don't chew on it? What's wrong with you?
The boot has found me again.
The boot. There's nothing but boot.
Alright, I'm gonna give up for now.
Oh, they have to be waving with their... Damn, I thought I had a great picture for that. Oh, back to the Highlands I go.
Back to the grind! 420, blaze it! 100! I hate myself sometimes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's just like, some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, it has to make me pause for a minute and be like, did I really just say that? Really?
Yes, you did.
These ways.
But yeah, the only reason I realized that smoking and drinking in the same sentence is a bad idea is we were celebrating my 20th or 21st. I think it was my 21st.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, that was I was 19 at that point. That's a completely different story. There was no pot involved in that one.
Alright.
I'll tell that one after.
Oh, I ain't. Okay. Let's go. Lay story time upon me. We'll have another communal story time. Granted, we're not going to be in the room, but you know what? It'd be aight.
Boom.
Story time part A.
A?
Is we were celebrating my 21st birthday, and my at the time boyfriend thought that he was king shit on Turtle Island and wanted me to smoke on my birthday, even though past experiences never been a good thing with it.
Okay.
The fuck
Like,
is A?
what kind? Just normal the smoke? Or are we rolling up again?
That good kush.
How good can it be? It's the dollar store.
Dollar kush?
Pretty much.
Oh, it's a family dollar kush.
He disagreed because I never had any reactions except for... Yeah, right?
Sorry.
And,
Down here in the South, we value that tobacco.
Wacky tobacco?
I like to be shot right now.
But
Anyway.
because we had been drinking to celebrate my birthday, he was like, "Oh yeah, smoke with me," and I was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever." Like at that point in the relationship, a lot of it was, "Yeah, fine, whatever," just to get you to shut up. And so we were outside having our drinks, having a couple smokes, and I swear to whatever deity's listening to me, I heard his best friend ask for a back rub. Those words never escaped his mouth.
What did he
Like a
ask?
shoulder massage.
Okay. I was about to say, what did he ask for then if that was not what he asked for?
No, he didn't ask for anything. My brain put it in that he had asked for a back rub, and so I was rubbing his shoulders, and he goes, what are you doing? I was like, did you not ask for a shoulder rub? He goes, no, I wasn't talking about that at all. It's like, oh,
So
okay, I'm sorry.
Today.
Apparently.
What the hell?
What's wrong with it? Oh,
Just
God,
roll
that's
with
good.
it.
And then I made some comment or other to my, at the time, boyfriend, and he took it as a sign to, hey, let's go have some fun.
Oh, fun. Hey, PG-13 no more.
I toned it down.
Conversation continues.
Yep, no, that ship has long since sunk.
We on a roll. No stopping now.
Yeah, so his friend looked at me, he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Oh,
could
yeah,
have
okay, yeah.
sworn
It's the good
that
question,
I heard
dude.
you ask for a shoulder rub, and he goes, no. We were talking about anime or some shit. I don't even remember what the conversation was about.
There you go. Good answer.
Well, apparently somebody had hentai in the brain.
Well, you know what? Never mind. Bad answer. I take it back. Delete brain.
Yeah, no, the story, though, that Grim is referring to that entertains him was...
Boom.
I was 21, and I had just left the pothead. And my one aunt took me drinking, and I had so many drinks that night. I had the equivalent of, or I had bought, my aunt bought, whatever, 15 drinks, but I had enough alcohol in my system that it was the equivalent of, 20 or something.
How were you
Like
alive?
Very carefully.
See, my question is, but weed makes her pee.
Yeah, well.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the alien.
You are an alien. Get your own story time. But my aunt had taken me out drinking to drown my sorrows and whatnot, and so we started out at the Legion, had a couple drinks there, then we went to a bar grill restaurant just up the street, had another couple drinks there, went to... We had food before we went out drinking.
Okay.
And then we went to a bar further up the street, and there the drinks started out from singles, went to doubles, and then the bartender was free-handing them. They were almost triples at that point.
Thank God.
And then
I would like to let you know, I don't really know what that means, but I assume it means lots of alcohol.
lots of alcohol, yes. Like a standard single shot is like 2 ounces of alcohol or something like that. It's fairly small.
Lovely.
I don't know. I don't know what the ounces or whatever calculation thing is, but it's not very much alcohol if you're mixing it with other drinks.
Okay.
So obviously a double is stronger, and triples are not legal to be sold in restaurants or bars.
Okay.
Like, if you're pouring drinks at home, you can make it as strong as you want, but in public locations, the strongest they can serve you is a double.
Oh, that don't sound good.
So when I have a mini pitcher rum and coke at the bar, that's a double, and then they top it up with a lot of coke.
Okay. Yep. So you drink a lot.
I can drink a lot, and I can hold my liquor. And so, like I said, I had 15 drinks, but it was the equivalent of a lot.
Yeah.
And we went to one last bar, and at the last place that we went to shouldn't have served me because I was drunk off my skull. Like, I was beyond what I should have been served.
Oh, please, your money's good.
No, I get that. But I was super smashed, and I was showing everybody my tattoo, and it was a calf piece, so I was like lifting my pant leg to be like, look at my tattoo, have you seen my tattoo? And the ice cubes they had looked like eyeballs in my eyes because I was that loopy. Do you remember the Skechers shape-up shoes? They're basically like rocking shoes.
Vaguely. I never got them.
Okay, but you are aware of what they are for the most
Yeah.
part? Yeah, I had them.
Okay.
I was wearing them.
Okay.
I couldn't walk straight in them sober. Add in a shit ton of booze into my system. I was not walking home in them at all.
Okay.
Thankfully, I didn't live far from where we were. Like, it's all walking distance from my mother's house. I was tempted to. I wouldn't have gotten back up if I had leaned down to take my shoes off.
Okay.
So my aunt and I walk across the street, and he loves this story, and he fucking walked away. That's rude.
Well, dang.
Okay.
Disgrace.
I look over, and he's no longer on my screen. Why are you no longer on my screen? What'd you get up and do?
What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the window, not at my husband.
What? Oh.
It's a very nice window.
Yep.
Very lovely air conditioner unit. Still not my husband. Anyway. His is latched into it. But, so, we walk across the street, and we get just past the lights, and I lean up on a chain link fence with so much oomph that I dented the fence.
Oh.
I've never been a particularly small individual, and my aunt just kind of dropped me on this fence, like to lean me against it, but she kind of dropped me on it. So she goes, "Oh, I shouldn't leave you there." So she stands me up, leans me against a telephone pole. I'm hugging the telephone pole. I'm calling it my new best friend. I'm just chattering away. My aunt calls my mom. She goes, "You got to come get your kid. There is no way she's walking home like this." And at the top of my lungs, I go, "Hi, mommy!" Like completely fucked. And so my mom's laughing in the background. And she was like, "Yeah, okay, where are you? I'll come get you." It's like, "Yeah, we're just up the street. We just left the bar. There's no way is this kid walking home the block and a half to the house." She goes, "Okay, I'll come get you."
My life. Continue.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Not done yet. So my mom at the time had a Dodge Grand Caravan.
Okay.
7-seater. So 3 in the back seat, 2 in the middle seat, 2 in the front. Okay. So there's my mom in the driver's seat. There's my French-Canadian Roman Catholic grandmother in passenger seat.
Okay.
My eldest aunt and my uncle were in the very back of the van. Because, I needed... My one aunt and I needed the middle seats. And I had just gotten tattooed a couple days before. And my grandmother hates tattoos. And so my mom pulls up, and I'm giggling and babbling and just making all kinds of nuisance nonsense of myself. My aunt opens the car door and just kind of nudges me, and I kind of sprawl into the car. My grandmother goes, "I'm very disappointed in you, Fee." She likes to remind me I'm a girl when she's mad at me. So I'm very disappointed in you, Fee. And me, in my drunken smartness, said, "Granma-mamamama," because apparently Granma-mama was too short. I said, "You're disappointed in me because I'm drunk and because I have a tattoo." And I looked at my mom and I was like, "Mommy." She goes, "What, Muffy?" As my Granma-mamamama is a big stick in the mud. And I leaned back and I smacked my aunt and my uncle in the back of this van in the face. And they were both each in a window seat.
This is the best thing I've heard in my life.
So they both got smacked in the face.
Hell.
And then, so what?
She burped and it vibrated my chair.
Oh wow, that's a good burp then.
I was like,
That's a very good burp then. But
that's all I gotta say. You go.
Right? And so we get back to my mom's house, and I'm making all kinds of commentary in and along the 2.5 minute drive it takes to get down the street. And so we get to the house.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, we get me up the stairs up to the front porch. And I was like, okay, we're good. And then it was another step up into the house, because it's 3 steps, bit of a walkway, and then the stairs to the house, which I think is 5 steps, whatever. And then there's the step into the house from the porch. So we get me onto the couch.
Okay.
And I decide that, I had to pee, so I was making all kinds of commentary, and I was like, I'm like, okay, so they helped me get up the stairs. Mind you, I'm still wearing the Rocky shoes that should not exist.
God.
So my mom's like, "You know what? Just crawl up the stairs. You could take up your shoes when you get up there." I was like, okay. And so I crawled up the stairs. So I get up and I take my shoes, and my aunt literally peed herself laughing at my commentary and the nonsense that was coming out of me. she took me out drinking, got me smashed, and after she was done with me, she was going out on a date herself, and I'm just like, so she had to change because she was laughing so hard. And then so my mom finally gets me in bed.
Okay.
I had a Tinkerbell poster above my bed because she's one of my favorite fairies. So I'm like using my legs to spin around like an idiot. And I go, Mommy! And she goes, what, Muffy? And I said, Mommy, Tinkerbell is spinning. She goes, no, baby, that's you spinning. You're using your legs. I'm like, no, look, Tinkerbell is spinning. She grabbed my legs to stop me to move. She grabbed me to stop me moving. She's like, no, baby, it's you spinning. I'm like, oh. And then I was making a whole bunch of commotion, and I said to her, I was like, Mommy, I think I need the bucket. She goes, okay. So she gives me the bucket. I did not hurl. I hugged the bucket.
Oh, your best friend.
He became my best friend. He was my new best friend, and I was leaning on.
Awesome.
So my bed frame was 3.5 feet off the ground. It was considerably high compared to what I've got currently. But so I was leaning, and this is Grim's favorite part. I was leaning off the bed. You know those balance birds that they balance on their beak on your finger or on? Yeah, I was that bird. Only the beak was my hips.
Oh God.
I was almost perpendicular to my bed because my head and my torso was near the floor because I was hugging the bucket and my legs were almost straight up. And I was like, this is my new best friend. And my other grandmother, the grandmother I lived with, was deaf, but the lights... No. No, there were no pictures. Deaf, but the lights were on, so she woke up because of it. She goes, what's going on? And my mom goes, Kayla's really drunk. And she kind of looked at me and rolled her eyes, and she was like, yeah, she's drunk. And I kind of bobbed my head up, and I was like, my nanny, because that's how I differentiated between my grandmothers. My grandmother on my mom's side is Kamama, or Ma, and then my grandmother on my dad's side was Nanny. And so I was like, Mummy. She goes, what, Muffy? I said, my nanny is a little stick in the mud. And I put my fingers together like really, really little. And I said, but Mummy, my Granma-mamamama is a big stick in the mud. And she goes, all right then. And just laughing at me the whole time. And so every few minutes I'd be like, Mommy. And she was finally getting tired of me. She goes, shut up and go to sleep, kid.
Shut up and go to sleep.
And it's like, but pretty much. And at one point it was, Mommy. She goes, nope, go to sleep. Mommy. She goes, what, Muffy? And I would ramble off some nonsense of, I love you, or somebody's a stick in the mud, or the bucket is my new best friend. Like, I was commentary out the nose. I finally shut up and went to sleep about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
My early creature, like, doesn't matter how little sleep she gets, she will be up and mostly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as of, 6. I have an agreement with 6 o'clock that I'm awake, don't expect bright-eye or bushy-tail. You want bright-eye and bushy, go find yourself a squirrel kind of deal. My mom is that squirrel. My mom is that squirrel. She's very much, once she's up, and she's ready to go, and she's, hi, how's it going? I'm like, you shut up. So, my mom had cards or darts or something at the Legion the very next day of my drunken escapades. My aunt also had cards or darts. She was playing the same Legion sports thing with my mom. So I finally shut up about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I get up around 8, go downstairs, have some breakfast, I grab my Lucky Charms, I grab my fruit punch, I go sit on the couch and watch cartoons. Because that's what I did on Saturday mornings at my mom's house, was I would have cereal, drink fruit punch, and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
They were in the middle of a break in their game. Mom calls me. And she goes, how you feeling? So I'm tired. What time did I finally shut up? She goes, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know you had to be up. She goes, don't worry about it. She goes, how's your head? I'm like, I'm fine. She goes, how's your stomach? I said, I'm fine. Said, did you wake up, your mouth was dry? I said, no. Did you throw up? I said, I didn't throw up during the night. I didn't throw up when I woke up. And so I just, she goes, well then how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm tired. I apparently only got like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the couch, I'm eating my cereal, I'm watching my cartoons, drinking my fruit punch. She goes, okay, no problem. And she goes, alright. Then, I wished her luck, and not 10 seconds after my mom gets off the phone with me, my aunt calls me, sounding like death warmed over 3 times.
Oh.
Like, she sounded haggard. And she goes, so how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm tired. Apparently I didn't shut up till 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. But, I'm feeling okay. She goes, no headache? Said, no. Said, did you throw up? Said, no. Last night or this morning? Not at all. She goes, was your mouth dry? Said, no. She goes, your stomach upset? Said, no. She goes, you little bitch, you're just like your mother. Click, and hangs up on me. I don't get hangover. I had enough booze in my system to probably trank a small animal. And I got
Mama.
loopy.
Hey, Mama, when I get drunk for the first time, I want you to take a video so I can send it to GrimDaggz, okay? Awesome. There we go.
I'm sure it will be worth the wait.
Will not be quite
Very.
as eventful as what I've just heard.
Well, to be fair, mine, like my first big drink out session, because I've had a few drinks here and there. Like I'm French Canadian. I was raised having a glass of wine with dinner since I was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a drowning in self-pity, getting over scuzzy boyfriend. Like it was the typical, you've been wronged, we're gonna drink this out night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can hold my liquor. And my aunt hates me for it.
I have one coworker, she got, for her 21st birthday, they took her out to get her drunk. And, she can't handle her liquor at all. So, she got absolutely hammered. So they had to carry her out of the bar.
Nice.
As they were carrying her out, these 2 guys who were walking in, she threw up on their shoes. On the way out the door. It gets all over her. It's all over the guys. They get her in the car.
Oh.
And at this point, she's like, y'all are really nice, like real drunk. Real frazzled. They get her home. Oh, well, not her home. They get her to, like, our mom friend's home. Get her to her house. And she has to throw up all over her clothes. So they're like, okay, we need to give you a bath. We need to get in the shower. They start trying to push her into the bathroom. And, no, Britt. Miss Brittany's the best. But Brittany's like, okay, here, you gotta go get a shower. And she starts screaming. She's like, I don't want to take anything off for you! Like, she legit
Perfect.
was panicking. Like, they have a video of this because it's absolutely hilarious. And they had to hold her down to get her clothes off of her because they were just covered in vomit.
Yeah.
And they just throw her in the shower. Just throw her in there and turn the water on. And all you can hear is the videos. Where is everybody go? Oh, this is so shiny. And she's like talking to the water faucet. Like, all you can hear in the background is everybody dying laughing. Like, same. That's absolutely hilarious. And she's like, is this where the water comes from? Is there a giant faucet in the sky? Like, and then she falls asleep. Like, getting out, in the process of getting out of the tub, she falls asleep. Like, just
that's a neat
on
trick.
the floor. Like, cause like, you know how the tub usually has like the side right there? She was draped over it, snoring.
That's awesome.
She made it.
Man, I don't know if I want to go drinking with them ever. I'll die. I'll just die. Straight up die.
Oh
Don't
my
hurt me, mother.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
good times.
no, it won't be any better. She gonna be like with her friends, and they gonna get real drunk. I need a designated driver. I ain't gotta worry about that yet, though, so I'm good. Yeah, I ain't too sure about that drinking part. My favorite thing, though, is like everybody, where we have a stressful day, what's the first thing that comes out of their mouth? I need tequila. And I'm like, well, going for the big guns now, aren't we?
Tequila and I
And the
have an
thing
agreement to
is-
disagree.
The thing is there is a Mexican restaurant right down the street
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
that sells, you've seen fish bowls.
Mm-hmm.
They sell you fish bowls
Mm-hmm.
of tequila slushy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am not about that tequila
Yeah.
life.
They get hammered. And like the day after we'll see Snapchats and they're like, oh my god, what happened? And we're like, well, you got drunk, sweetie.
Well, you introduced yourself to the tequila monster again.
Is
The
that what
tequila,
that means?
the tequila said, you want to come back?
Yeah.
Aight.
To kill
Something
you.
else gonna come back. Something else gonna come back up, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't drink tequila. I drink rum.
Nice.
Tequila is not my friend.
Yeah, y'all have fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the designated driver's hilarious. Mother, are you implying you blackmailed your friends? What? What?
No, I want to hear the story. What happened?
Oh, that sounds good.
She
Yeah,
ain't
right.
got a blackmail because apparently she got enough shit on him without being drunk. What did your friends do? I don't get to hear the stories. Are they illegal? You didn't answer. Why are you not answering? Mama? What did you do? What did your friends do? You weren't even...
I want to hear the story.
You're not asleep. I'm not fooled. What do you mean, good night? Oh yeah, you do gotta work in the morning. Alright, so I gotta tell you a story of my grandfather. Real funny. So, he used to work in the army. And they all skipped. Why are you laughing? So they all skipped work one night. Yes, this is about the dead guy.
NANI?
So they all skip work and go
Nice
binge
title.
drinking, right? And they wake up the next morning all hungover. And there's like one guy lying in the back of a truck out. He's not waking up. So like, okay, yeah, whatever. Go back to sleep. Wake up hours later, and they start leaving. He's not getting up, so they just throw him in the back of the truck. Well, on the way back, turns out he died in the middle of the night while they were off base, skipping a wall, okay? And they have to come back. And didn't they get pulled over for speeding?
Uh-oh.
So they got pulled over for speeding. And of course, there's the dead dude in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
They got in trouble for that?
He's dead tired. We're taking him home.
Yeah, that's for sure. But of course, they're all sitting there, and this is like, what? The 40s? How old is Papa? The 50s? The 60s? Somewhere around there, I don't know. Stop laughing, Mother! Okay, oh yeah. It's 2019. Never mind. Okay, like the 60s or 70s. Not the point. Not the point. Not the point, Mama! Stop laughing, Mom! Anyway, they left the dead dude in the back of the truck for like hours. And somehow they did not all get arrested.
That's awesome.
That's not why I discharged him. Yeah, that's the dead guy story. We haven't been told a lot of other stories because I'm sure they're illegal. This one's borderline illegal.
Borderline.
But I'm sure the rest are worse.
But you make it seem like
I don't get to hear them though.
all it was just a weekend at Bernie's.
My mother said that, and I don't know what that means. Mom, what's a weekend at Bernie's? You said that earlier, but I was. Why are you laughing? I'm sorry. What? What is this movie? What do you mean they take her? What? Why would you do that? He was a rich. He's dead. How much fun are you gonna have? I mean, unless you into that, but I don't think that's what the movie was about. I hope not. I hope not. What kind of movies you been watching, Mom?
Like, okay, you know how some people fake their deaths?
Oh, they know. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, this one, he faked his life.
He faked his...
So, he's dead.
I can't even. Are you telling me they made a life-size puppet?
No. They used...
No, they used the corpse.
His body as the puppet. Tied it to string, pull it, and stuff like that. Have him waving at folks. Oh, yeah.
And people like this movie.
It's hilarious.
Well, my mother knows this movie, so obviously something...
Yeah.
What? Robert Downey Jr.
The day. It
Way
even
back
has
in the day.
Yes, 80s.
Mom,
It even has a sequel.
They made a second
let
one?
You know, both you and my
Yeah.
mother are saying the exact same things right now, one after the other.
Oh,
That's
no.
funny.
That's terrible.
You're terrible.
We know this.
Taylor asked me today if anybody asked, like all of us, if anybody had watched Ferris Bueller. And I was the
Bueller?
only one.
Bueller.
I was the only one. And I was like,
Wow.
no, seriously, I've watched this.
Yes.
I'm the baby, and I've watched this.
That's a classic.
Well, yeah, my father's weird, Mother. Both you and him. Don't look at me like that. It's true.
I was watching Ferris Bueller.
Miss
looking weird.
Pretender everywhere. I know he has you beat. You're both nerds. I get it honest. What in the world are these old movies? Mystery of the Wax Museum? Oh, hell no!
Oh, wait.
What is this?
That's not that old.
I looked at it and it had similar movies, and I sure as hell. What the? I did. I looked it up. I googled it.
Uh-oh.
I don't see a Robert Downey. Well, no. There's. Stop clicking on shit. Stop it. Mama, quit. Go away. Mother? Andrew Well, I don't see a Catherine Stewart. Good God, that lady has cheekbones that could cut. What the hell? That's plastic surgery, right?
Oh, wow. They've met.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that wasn't particularly a happy noise. Now, why do you think Robert Downey Jr.'s in this? Mother? When was the last time you watched this movie? The 80s?
Yeah. I know he's in some. Wasn't he?
Oh, there's a second one.
Yes.
There's an album? Oh my God.
Yes.
Bernie's back, and he's still dead. That's the punchline for this?
Yes.
He's back and he's still...
It was the 80s, okay? You know, like classic lines was, "Hey, you guys."
Kill Bill, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
He's quoting Sloth again from the Goonies.
Look, my father loves the Goonies for some reason, and my mother's... I said that, and she's already tired of it. I didn't even get to say it that much, and she's already checked out. Well, alright then. You meant to tell me the people who made the sound. What the heck are these song names? Slug? What is this?
The 80s.
Oh my God, the band's called The Queers. That's it. I'm done. I found a new band. Oh my God. What is this?
Oh no.
Ursula finally has tits. No tits. Brush your teeth. I hate everything. Slug. My old man's a fatso. I can't stop farting. What is this thing? Oh my God! I love it.
Sounds like you found the parody tracks.
I love it.
Oh man.
Too many Twinkies. For one's too many. I can't Twinkie. Batman. Batman. Batman is the name of... How did that not get copyright? Batman. Good God, that's the greatest thing in my life. This is the best thing I've heard of. Jesus Christ. Man, the 80s were lit.
Oh, it was something.
What do you mean you have first-hand experience about it being lit, mother? What do you mean that's all me? 420 blaze it! Man, I wonder if I can find the Pretender other. The 90s? I know why my brother had... I watched it! Ah, there we go. Look, American television series. Yeah, there we go. Good God, it came out... It did not come out in the 90s. It's 2001. What? Wait, actually, maybe it did.
What?
The Pretender. Maybe it did come out in 2001. Well... Oh, no, 1998. Well, that's cool.
What the hell was that?
Didn't I publish books recently? For, yeah, see, there's novels. I didn't realize there's actual novels. Well, I mean, they're by the... Well, no, they're not. I'm a dirty liar, woman. That's where my brother got his name from.
From the Pretenders?
Yeah. Well, it was a TV series about a really smart dude. Who could be any... okay, I'm sorry, Mother. A genius. Not really smart dude.
Really smart is not good enough.
Anyway. He's very... Mother. I have watched the series. You watched it with me. Why are you explaining it to me? What do you... Would you like to explain it since I'm apparently inadequate? I'm sorry, what? What, Mother? What was that? Yeah, it'd be aight. Stop hitting me. Quit. I'm sorry, are you trying to go to sleep? Oh, really? You have work in the morning? I never would have guessed. Do you need me to be a little bit louder? I'm about to die, so, love y'all, mean it. I will see you when my mother's done beating the dead horse that is me.
Well, speaking of...
Don't worry. We'll
It was
string
nice
up what's
knowing
left and
you
have
guys.
a party.
I'll see you on the other side.
Alright, have a good night, Vash. We'll probably see you tomorrow. Because...
That note.
Oh yes, the highest.
Of my death. The highest note. Which is the one I'm going to be singing after she kills me. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.